What's up, everybody, on this gorgeous Wednesday night? How's everybody out in Radio Land? If you're listening to us right now, you know this is Brown Sugar Confessions coming to you every Wednesday night on Power 1017. We are super excited to be here tonight. We've got a fun and interesting show, so make sure you don't go anywhere for this next hour. And if you haven't done so, get to YouTube right now under Brown Sugar Confessions. Like, subscribe, follow, because we've got some things that we're going to announce. But we're going to announce them on YouTube first. So get your butts over there to like and subscribe. And by the way, if you're noticing that we're missing one of our beautiful co-hosts, Miss T is in Georgia. She is at, what is it called? Sex Down Under or Sex in South? What is it called?
I think it's Sex in the South. I thought.
Yeah.
Sex in the South.
Yeah.
Sex in the South. Okay. And so she's down there at the convention in Atlanta, taking care of Brown Sugar Confessions. She's going to come up with lots of interviews and talking about what's it like to go to a sex convention. And so she'll be back next week. So make sure that you don't want to miss that show, because she has some really great interviews too. I'm so excited for that one. So let's just kick it off. Therese in New York, what's up with you, babe?
Nothing. I'm just enjoying my life. My birthday passed. It's my birth month. Virgo.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Look, it's just been, I turned 44 and I'm realizing
Stop lying.
44. And I'm just realizing how far my life has come, and from where I used to be to where I am now. And I have to say, a lot of it has changed because of, well, the two of you that are here, but really the three that are normally here. And I have to say, thank you for being an integral part of me being a Black woman and healing and growing and loving who I am in this body, in this space.
Oh, Therese, don't make us cry. We love you and happy birthday. And it's just, we've been together for so long and so many situations, and your family, your friend, you mean the world to me personally, and to the cast of Brown Sugar. And I just can't wait to see what life is evolving for you, sweetheart. You're amazing.
Yo. All right, don't make me cry. Go on.
I know, right? KD, what's up with you in Wilmington, Delaware?
Oh man, I don't even know what to say, but I'm happy we are here celebrating with Miss Tracy, because Virgo season. We love y'all. We really do.
We do.
Things are going really good here. Just getting ready for this season. We're gonna have some pop-ups soon, and I'm really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to come and see some of our viewers, or listeners, should I say, and to hang out with Dr. Val and perhaps Tracy too. So we got some fun times coming up. Getting ready.
We do.
School season has started, so just doing like a lot of the mom stuff and just preparing for the fall. I missed the summer already, but
I know it was a quick summer. It just went by so fast, and maybe because I wasn't here most of the summer, but it was a really quick summer. But hopefully next weekend, the 17th, I believe, or is the 18th? What day is it? I think it's the 18th, right? Next Sunday?
18th, yes.
18th. So make sure that you go to Festival Hispania in Georgetown, Delaware. It starts at 11 o'clock. Power 101 will be there, and we will be there, KD and myself, and hopefully Therese will come down. I hope she makes it.
It's a
go. Yes, it'll be 3 of us down there. So come hang out with Brown Sugar Confessions. We'll be at the Power 101 booth. We've got some t-shirts. We've got hats. We've got games. We've got all kinds of fun things to give to our listeners, and to thank you for like making this possible for 1 year, because we've been on the radio for over 1 year now. And yay, I know. Oh, I can't believe it. And as KD said, we've got some pop-ups coming, which means we're going to be out and about so we can meet some of our fans and we can touch and feel and like get to know some people. And so we've got some hot girl things happening. So don't go anywhere. We're going to announce them all on YouTube. So make sure that you like and follow and go to YouTube right now and under Brown Sugar Confessions and like and follow us. And we want to see you out next Sunday. We'll be there probably around 1 o'clock or something like that, or earlier, but it starts at 11. They've got food, they've got games, there's live music in Georgetown, Delaware. So make sure you don't go anywhere. They got some really great bands, by the way. Check it out. Go on to their website under Power 1017 or under Festival Hispania and check it out. And it'll also be on the Brown Sugar site. So that's how I'm going to throw it out there, Miss KD.
We're ready for it. So let me tell you something. The last person that spoke ill of Lizzo ended up poofing off of the entire planet in a matter of like minutes, and that was Kevin Samuels. So a few weeks ago, Aries, how do you say his name? Aries Spears. Some very unfortunate looking comedian had came out of his mouth.
Wait, did you say unfortunate looking?
No. I said very unfortunate looking. Not unfortunate looking, very unfortunate looking. Comedian. Someone had, I guess, asked him what they thought about her as an entertainer. And he went on and on. Instead of saying, well, I'm not a fan of her work, or she's just not that great of a singer, he decided to go on and on and on about her weight and her looks and her undesirability, instead of just saying, no, I'm not a fan of her music or not, because that wasn't the question. They didn't ask him that. So he went and said all of these things about her, and instead of him just minding his business, he put his foot in his mouth, and 5 minutes later, God decided to strike him down in fashion, and now he and Tiffany Haddish is under serious fire for some video that they made a few years ago. I believe it was back in 2017, and I gotta say, against my better judgment, I actually went and viewed this video, and it was disgusting. Like, I really can't believe two adults of sound mind decided to put a video together like this. So I'm going to say an issue, guys. This is seriously a trigger warning, because if you have dealt with sexual assault as a child, or have children, or it's something that's just a typical trigger for you, you may want to step away here, because this is about to get really serious. So these two people, they are now being sued, I believe, by the parents of this child from a video that was done a few years ago. And this video, which is supposed to be a comedy, addresses what they say is a warning. They call it a PSA to single mothers. And in this PSA, so-called PSA, there's a few graphic scenes that include a grown man like salivating basically over a young child. But it's not just like, it's not with, they didn't use imagination for this. They actually used a child. And this video included scenes in which they zoomed in on the child's body and what was supposed to be from the view of the uncle in a very sexual manner. There were scenes where the uncle hops in, which is Aries Spears, hops into the tub with this young child, and a few other scenes that are just, it would make anyone uncomfortable. So they did this video, and they claimed that it was supposed to be a comedic, public service announcement that you can't leave your children with everyone. But the irony here is that the parent didn't know what their kid was getting into, so they shouldn't have left their kid with them. because the parent did not sign off on this sort of video. And the reason why Tiffany Haddish, she was in the video, but the reason why she's extremely under fire is because this was a child of her friend. And she
Oh,
personally groomed the child and got them into this video and misled the mother, allegedly, into having her child participate in this without telling the parent exactly what was going to be involved. So
wow.
she's not just a participant, but she is a very serious driving factor in the making of this video. And when I tell you it's disgusting, I don't think anyone would look at this and say, oh, this was funny. Oh, I mean, anyone who's in their right mind anyway would look at this and say, this is funny, or I could see this was very valid and useful information. No, it was like literally, if someone does have a tendency towards pedophilia, then they would have enjoyed watching this video. I could say that much.
Really? It was that bad.
It was that bad.
Yeah. I chose not to see the video for some personal reasons. And so I can't speak to what was on it. But Teresa, did you see it as well?
I did see it by accident. And you can't mistake what that was. That was not a joke. That was not funny. And it was, if I'm wrong, I thought it was a brother and a sister.
I only saw, because I've heard something about a second child. With what I saw, I didn't see that, but
it was a boy and a girl, 7 and 14 at the time. And what gets me, it doesn't get me, because people don't surprise me. I don't trust anyone. But it was your friend. Friend. You trust your friends, and you did that. And the response by both of them is disgusting to me. Is disgusting. It is so dismissive of what the truth is, of what's really on that video, that it just shows like they believe themselves to be above reproach, honestly.
So what did they come out and say, Therese? What did they come out and say, guys?
Well, Aries Spears in some kind of podcast interview, I don't know, I don't think it was for a TV show or anything, said that this is all about money. This is about money. Yeah, this isn't about anything. He said this was, I think he called it a shakedown. Don't quote me on that. I feel like he said this is a shakedown. And it is absolutely not, because if it was, are the police involved? I thought the police
the police are involved. Yeah, so
so how is this a shakedown?
They are being sued and potentially charged with child molestation for this.
Yeah. And for me, what I feel a lot disgusted by is that they even put this on the website and thought this was like, it's funny. But they caught enough flack to pull it down really fast. I want to know what their responsibility is in this, because it's no longer just a single person. We see that this is a chain.
Wow. What did Tiffany say? Does anybody know? Did she come out?
I have her release statement, and quote, "I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you," she wrote on her Instagram. "Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little I can say right now." That was her statement. That's it. That's the statement.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Well, I see on TikTok and on other social media platforms that Tiffany and this Aries guy are just being canceled left and right. And as rightfully so. Rightfully so. I love Tiffany. I think she's, from a comeback girl to where she did, amazing comedian and, just funny. And to see that she would do this, it's sad. It's really sad. And I don't have anything else to say other than it's sad. And, I guess this lawsuit and this criminal action So to understand, the mom did not know, dropped the kid off and said you're in a show with Tiffany and wasn't there for it or something. Is that what I'm understanding with the friend?
For what I understand, the mom was not aware of, she was just told that they were going to be doing a video. The mother also is alleging that there was some grooming involved, so that there was prep work in advance of the video. So it's not like they just showed up that day and it happened. Like, she really prepped these children and got them comfortable enough to be able to do something like this. But the mother says she was unaware of the content that was going to be occurring.
Wow. That is so disheartening. Well, that's what you get for acting up. What is Treese? I hear you back there want to say something.
Did y'all hear who her lawyer is?
No.
Don't say Kim Kardashian.
No, her lawyer is the same dude that her lawyer is the same dude that just represented Prince Andrew in his sexual misconduct.
She got a big gun, did she?
Oh, Prince Andrew, David Portney, Bryan Singer, and Chris North were all going through sexual allegations, misconduct, and that was their lawyer, and that's who she picked. Prince Andrew had to pay out, and he actually didn't he get disowned so they couldn't come after the royal fortune?
They did. He did. Yes, they disowned him, and he was relieved of all duties. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Tiffany and Aries, that might just be your legacy. You have to pay up some money and you're pretty much disowned, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. You know what? That's so depressing, and I don't want to talk about it no more. Can we change the subject, y'all? Please.
We can.
Yeah.
Let's go to something happier, because that is something I don't want to talk about no more. I saw something that I thought was really funny. And it was an article that came out in Cafe Mom, and it said 20 moms confess what they wish their partners would try in the bedroom. So let's go down the list here. So the first thing this lady said is, my husband has a medical condition and I wish he would get on the blue pill. Straight out.
Straight no chaser. Straight no chaser. Right. Just went straight for it.
Just, you got a problem. Stop pretending and take the little daggone blue pill so I can get my rocks off. Yes. Basically, she just put it out there. So if you're listening out there, guys, and you're like, oh, maybe she just want me to do it, she wants you to take the little blue pill. I saw this one. This is a good one, which I'm about. Be a little less vanilla. I thought that was a good one. And she said, this lady put in there, my husband's a good lover, but he's so vanilla. He's so boring in the bedroom. I wish that he would spice it up a little bit. I wish that he would do certain positions. So, and then she goes into talking about some of these positions, like the doggy style, then oral doggy style. And, she says, let's ramp it up a little bit. I was like, okay, I like that one. So guys, if you're listening, doesn't even mean guys. If you're listening, be a little kinky. Don't be so straight-laced. Don't be so vanilla. We like a little change. We like a freak. We do, don't we? I like a freak.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I like a freak. It is what it is. I mean, just do the wildest, and I'm here for it. Take it outside. I thought that was a good one. If you can do it outside, but don't get arrested and don't let nobody see you doing it.
That ain't for everybody. You better make sure that's our thing first.
Yeah. I know, right? But I guess it was like, take it outside, but don't be a voyeur, but just do it in nature. I thought that was kind of cute. And that goes back to kind of not being so vanilla. I thought that was a good one. One that I was dumbfounded with. We're not even dumbfounded, but I totally agree. I don't know why, because I'm way past this point. But for you and for Katie and Trees, here for it, pregnant sex. So if you're pregnant, guys, we want you to have sex with us. Stop pretending that just because you got the baby inside and you're all afraid. We're not afraid. We want it. Matter of fact, I remember back in the day, a long, long time ago. When you're pregnant, you are horny as heck.
Yeah.
I remember those days, right? So if you're listening out there, just because she's pregnant does not mean that she does not want to have sex. So that's what she wants. Something else that I thought was a good one is a photo shoot, which is kind of, I was like, I'd prefer if it was like he was married to me before I give him a photo shoot, because I don't want my photos leaked somewhere. What do y'all think about that one photo? I thought about that one. What do you think about photos?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need him for that. I can get my own photos done. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to finance
That
it, you can
is,
just hand me the money. But I
Yeah.
don't want him to arrange my photo shoots. I think I want to be more in control of that personally. That's
uh,
that's my control issues there. I don't know about all that. Even if I'm married, I don't know about all that.
yeah, for me, it's about controlling my images out there. I'm kind of anal about that. But okay, for those that like it, hey, knock yourself out. Another one was step it up a notch, kinky, which goes back to like, not so vanilla,
Yeah.
but like BDSM, and all of that world, opening it up to some fun play. I think that we forget that sex is supposed to be fun.
I don't.
I really think we
I
forget
don't.
that.
I think a lot.
No,
I don't.
a lot
But
of people trees.
yeah, no, a lot of people do that. It becomes a mechanism, like how to not feel aroused. Like, guys have like, you get aroused and they don't want to feel that way anymore. So it becomes like, I don't want to feel this anymore. Let me get rid of this sensation. And it
Mm.
becomes mechanical.
Hmm. I think you get bored with it. So I think we forget it's supposed to be fun and stop taking it so seriously. Enjoy the moment when you're in it. Another lady said, bath time for two, going in the tub together. I think that's a nice one. No? What's
Hate
wrong,
it.
KD?
Literally
Really?
hate it. Hate it.
Why?
I don't know. I just my time of washing, and this is a pet peeve of mine because I've almost every person I've ever had that kind of relationship with has wanted to either get in a tub or in a shower with me. And I don't know. It's one of them things I'm weird about. I don't want to share dirty water and I'm trying to scrub and then you're getting your soap suds on me. I'm real funny about that. I also don't like people putting their feet on me. That's it's right up there with that.
Oh, Lord. No, we
So
got a foot. Not even a foot. Don't touch your feet.
don't put your foot near me. I don't even really want to see your feet, but if I have to, but just keep them over there. I can't stand when a man puts their feet on my leg or in my they want me to look at it and they wiggle their toes. I can't stand it. So yeah, I don't want a shower or a bath with you. That's my private space. That's my private time. I don't want to do the fun stuff in there really, and I don't really want to. No, it's a pass for me.
No,
But
pass for you.
but a lot of women are into that. I'm just not that one.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with showering with my husband. That's or bathing with them. I'm okay with that. I did have a client, many years ago, and they were into they like to bathe together until he started doing water play. So he started doing golden showers in the shower on her. And look at y'all's faces. And she was like, no. KD just threw a thing in the yes, yes. He actually got so comfortable that he started peeing on her in the shower. So that what Teresa's like, I put you up. You know what? If you go pee on somebody, I guess you should do it in the shower, let it go down. You can wash it right off. I don't know. But she was my client from yesteryear. She was pretty upset that he got so daggone comfortable that he would pee on her. So anyway, another one was more oral. I think that's a given,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We don't have to say that one. More oral. And when we're pregnant, when we're not pregnant, when we've got our periods, when we don't have our periods.
It is time for a break. So make sure you get your drinks and come back in a few minutes. We'll be right back here only on Power 1017.
Welcome back to Brown Sugar Confessions. Look, if you are hearing us on the radio on Power 1017, guess what? Did you know that you can watch us on YouTube at Brown Sugar Confessions? Also, you can catch us on Spotify, and we are on Instagram. So there's this thing coming up this weekend, Festival Hispanio, Georgetown, Delaware at 11 a.m. There's going to be food, dancing, drinks, plus us. What else is needed? Stop.
Yes.
You know you want to see us. Come down, come see us, come say hello, come grab some merch, get some pictures, and let's live our best lives together. Now, while we're talking about Brown Sugar Confessions, what is our motto? Stay safe and play safe. And if you're having a hard time staying safe and playing safe, you need to reach out to Dr. Val at Valerie@swancenter.com. It's VALERIE at Swan Center, SWANNCENTER.com. Now, if you want to just ask all of us some lovely questions or drop some listener mail, you can do that at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Now, let's get back to this list. But before we get into this list, I just want you to know that when you said golden showers in the list,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to fight. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to fight.
I was fighting air over here. I'm like, listen, I dare someone to think that they, without my consent to top it off, because you're not going to get my consent, but no consent, you just going to whip it out. I guess it's already out, but you just going to pull it out and put your warm, nasty fluids on me.
And you probably haven't even been drinking enough water, so you know that stuff is real tangy.
When I tell you, see, listen, I am not typically a violent person, but I can't fathom the response I might give if someone tried me that day. Listen, so I'm going to say for the fellas that think that's a good idea, you need to make sure you have explicit consent with your partner and understand whether or not that is something they're into, because not everyone's into the same things. And you want to have consent. Consent is key. Don't just try something without having a discussion about it, finding out if they're into a specific kink, because I'm sure there's plenty others. That's my particular pet peeve. I would not be okay with that. But some people have other things. So make sure you have these discussions are important so you can know what your partner may or may not be into before you just spring it up on them like that. No.
Just make initials in the shower out of it. I don't know, but that reminds me of a story. There's two things I gotta tell y'all. The first is, if anyone out there in Radio Land is listening and that's your thing, please don't eat asparagus. Y'all all know ain't nothing worse than going to the bathroom after you've done eaten some asparagus for dinner, and 4 hours later you're in the bathroom like, what does it smell?
Listen, it could just be literally the tip of the asparagus. You could have a spear of asparagus and it's a wrap. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But that reminds me of a story. It was so funny. I don't know which one of y'all kind of mentioned it, but I had a client that was in Hito actually many years ago, and she was telling me that her husband was on this floating thing in the water, and he everyone's naked, and he had asked her to give him a golden shower. And so she had been drinking all day because, it's all you can eat and all you can drink. She had been drinking all day and hadn't been hydrating. And she said when she started to pee on him that she looked down and it was so brownish, orangish, or yellowish because she hadn't been drinking any water. She did it all over him, and he didn't know. She said he told her to stop in midstream, and she couldn't stop.
That's what you get.
Oh, no.
Sure, off the raft. She said it was so bad, Doctor. I'm like, lesson learned. Do not do asparagus. Do not do a lot of alcohol, and get some water if you're going to do golden showers. That's what I'm going to tell you. All right, I hope you're dying over here. Oh Lord, I know. Katie is like, oh, Val, please. I that's your thing. You hate it. I know. So we go back to the list, okay? Because I want to add these two things in here. Can we go to the list? Because I can barely talk and I'm cracking up right now.
You can do whatever because I'm not okay over here. So I'm gonna do some woosahs and let you continue.
Moving on, that is on the list, and that wasn't scat play, is to mix it up more. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? And what women were asking for was just not missionary style. They wanted doggy style, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, mix it up a little bit, guys out there, not be so vanilla and boring. And then they had this one, condoms for a change. I was like, if you're in a relationship, why do you want to do condoms? That one I didn't quite get. Do y'all get that one? Why you want to give condoms unless they're like ribbed or something?
I think I could think of a couple of reasons. I don't know if these are the reasons they're thinking, but I know on a personal level, I feel like there is a different kind of chemistry that happens when you are not allowing your partner to get their fluids in you. So I could imagine that if you use them, it could make for a more pH balanced experience.
Ooh.
So maybe that's why.
Okay, maybe that's why. Okay, they didn't give it reasons to why, but I was like, condoms. Okay, whatever. Another one they had, which I get, is they wanted some backdoor time, some anal play. Look, I know some of y'all are rolling your eyes like, nope, ain't going to happen. We need to do a show on anal, by the way. We haven't talked about that yet. We do need to. Look, y'all are like, it's closed. That door is closed.
It's exit only.
Exit only. Everyone's sphincter is like, shoo, just shrink it up right now. We do need to have a conversation around anal play. These ladies are asking for it, and guys, maybe you don't know how to do it without hurting them, because you can do it and not hurt, and vice versa, which we're going to talk about later, Trees, because you got some stuff I want to go into because I'm excited for this one. Another thing they brought up was tantric, which, I'm a big practitioner of Tantra. So I do believe 100% that have 4 or 5 hours with the kids out the house, get your Tantra on, because that's what we want. Another thing they put down is swinging. I was like, okay, I can see that they wanted to mix it up and bring other energy into their play. I was like, I like that. Okay, they want to do some swinging. And I thought this one was a good one. And speaking of, when I tell you about this one, I would have make an announcement about something, but buzz, bringing vibrators into play. Now, that is something that many couples don't do together. I think a lot of people do it solo, especially females, but we do not use it with our partners. And I think that we should rethink on how to use the toys or I hate the word toys, your personal enhancement devices. What do we call them? I don't know.
I like that.
Personal enhancement
device.
device. Yes. That sounds so PD. Ooh, personal enhancement device. And speaking of personal enhancement devices, if you go on, we're going to have our Spotify set up really soon, but we will be selling actually brown sugar confession personal enhancement devices that have been tested and proven by us. We're going to suggest, like, if you have a sexual concern, like what would be the best toy? Like if you have vaginal dryness, you might want to try this. If you have ED, you might want to try this. So we're going to have them actually broken down. So look for that coming out, as you all will get some great deals on your own personal enhancement device. I like that better. Okay, I'm about to freak you out, KD. Playing with feet. I know that's not your thing either. I think you also freaked out that she put a big X up there. But playing with feet. Now, I have seen some men that have, what do you call, their foot worshipers?
Yeah.
Now, I saw this man licking feet like it was a pork chop. Yep. And I honestly,
I've seen that.
Had to stop and look. And I was just like, oh my God. I mean, he was sucking on them bones, them toes are them bones. I'm thinking of real pork chop. He was sucking on them toes like he was trying to get the marrow out the bone. I mean, he was all up in it. Have you guys seen that before? Anyone play with foot fetishes and go into it like that?
No, I do not go into, but I have seen it, and I was young at the time, and I was like, wow, you going hard. You going real hard on them toes. I mean, he put ketchup on it.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Look, she was eating French fries. He gonna take the ketchup from the French fry and put it on the toes and just go to town. And I was young at the time. Y'all have to excuse my ignorance. I was like, wow, we're just doing everything right now.
You know what that reminds me of? Did you guys ever see Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? There's a scene where it's the romantic, it's a comedy, but it's a romantic, scene. And the part of the foreplay is he takes the girl's sock off and there's like buzz balls all over her foot. And then he just takes cords and everything, bunions, all the works, and he just takes some hot sauce and like puts it on her feet and just starts like he goes to town on her foot. But in real life, I don't think I've ever seen anyone. I've had someone do that to my foot before, and I don't like it. It's not. I don't really like my feet touched. Just like I don't like touching feet. I don't like my feet touched, but I'm more willing to allow you to try to touch my feet if you so choose, but it's just not my thing. It's not something that I find, invigorating. It doesn't do anything for me, and I'm kind of just looking like you really want to touch a foot? You want to do what with my foot? I'm not gonna want to kiss you later, but okay.
Look, one time a dude I was with was, I like your toes, and I was like, okay, cool, and he was like, let me touch him, and I was like, all right, and he started like going ham on my feet, and I'm a Virgo, and I can never control my face. This is why y'all need to be on YouTube. My face the whole time while he is doing that is
she's frowning.
I guess my face was chopped and screwed the whole time. The whole time he was doing it. And then he was like, you want to hang out? I was like, no, I'm not hanging out with you from my house.
Like, if you do that to my feet, who other feet have you done that to? I'm just saying, you want me to kiss you with that on?
Yeah, no, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
It is a thing. When I saw that guy eating those feet like a pork chop, I was just like, wow. I was just like, wow. I've never seen anyone suck toes and feet and massage the way he did in my life. I didn't know what to think. And speaking of not knowing what to think, another thing they said, which I agree with, is watch porn together. Guys, we don't mind watching porn. Actually, no, one of our first shows that we did, we talked about porn that women like to watch. And I think we actually put a link up somewhere about that. So go back to one of our earlier episodes. It's on YouTube and check it out. And you can actually see the link that we put up that spoke about, that directed you to porn that was made for women. So, we're not against it. You just may have to get the right kind of porn that we like. We just don't want, it right in the face. But anyway, and here's another one.
I'm sorry.
What happened at Trees?
Because you was just like, we just don't want it up in our face like that. And I could just imagine what they would choose to watch. I don't know if y'all are on TikTok, but there was recently a man who went on a Reddit forum and asked, hey, am I wrong for listening to certain kind of music while I'm having intercourse with my girlfriend? And the song that this man was playing was literally that's what he was doing. And he was just, yes. I'm like, and I'm trying to imagine, how do you get the clap back, the bounce, the hip thrust to beep, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, it's a select kind of music. Like, it's a select kind of porn. You have to pay attention to who you're with. That is part of having fun, is paying attention to the person you're with. Yeah.
So the next thing someone mentioned is 420 frisky. Now, I can't do anything 420, but for those that are out there, they said 420 frisky. I was like, okay. Does that make you hungry and tired, sleepy?
But that's the fun thing about it. One, you have your fun, and then you both go eat fudgesicles and you fall asleep and you have a wonderful little nap.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
It's so magical. It's so magical. It is my favorite thing to do. They can literally tell when I'm like, hey, and they're like, go to bed. And I'm like, and but it's even if you're not doing it with your partner, do it by yourself.
Okay. All right.
Chef's kiss. Right. Chef's kiss.
Oh, okay. So a little self-love while you're having that 420 moment.
It relaxes you. And if you are uptight about your body or seeing your body or touching your body, it allows you to just be in your body.
Okay. All right. I can see that. I want to go back to something I mentioned earlier, talking about some backdoor stuff. So, Teresa, what we got, girl?
Okay. So we're going to talk about if your partner comes to you and wants to start getting pegged.
Woo!
Welcome to
101. Pegging.
Let's talk about it 101. So this topic for a lot of straight couples is hard because there is so much stigma attached to this. But please remember, a man's G-spot is in his bum. Yeah. If you, and I'm not going to lie, call me Queen Peg. I love it. But that's just me. That's not for everyone, but we're going to get into it. So how do you approach the situation, or what do you do as a partner when your partner approaches you with this? There are a couple of ways to handle this. If you're the person that wants to do the pegging, you simply ask your partner, like, so what are some of your fetishes? Like, what do you like? What do you not like? What are hard stops? What are soft stops? All of those things. And
he taking notes.
And you talk to your partner, and then you have your partner ask you the same things. And this may be really hard, especially for straight men, to admit to their partners, but start off soft. Don't immediately jump into like, oh, let's peg with a double-sided personal, what do we call it? Enhancement
Personal
device.
Personal enhancement device.
Enhancement
Yes.
device. Start with like, how about you eat my Bucci cat?
Oh, okay.
And for those that don't know what a Bucci cat is,
I don't know
it
what a
is
Bucci cat is.
the
What's a
Bucci cat. The Bucci cat is the booty. It's the booty.
Okay.
That's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling it. So you
All right, the
start
Bucci
off.
cat.
I'm calling it Bucci cat. So you start off by asking for something smaller, right? And then as your partner and yourself get more comfortable, then you increase what you want. Now, there are a couple of things that men enjoy about this, and it is almost the same as it is for women. They love giving up the power and letting their partner bring them to that point. There is something to be said about when a man gives up power to his partner and his partner can peg him and bring him to full. And when I tell you it's full, your partner will make noises that you've probably never heard in your life. And it brings you such a sense of peace and power to know that you could do that. You have to start off soft. But also, here's the thing. If that's not something you're into or your partner's not into, don't press it. Consent. This is just like with women. When we talk about anal with women, consent is key. And there is a way to do this without hurting or traumatizing your partner. And you both can enjoy it. And please, after you do it, don't get in a fight later on and then throw it in their face.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Don't do that. Remember, this is something that can bring two people closer together, or you could use it as a weapon and break apart two people.
That's powerful, Therese.
Right? But I have noticed that a lot. A lot of my friends, when we all kind of got into pegging at the same time, which is weird, but whatever.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that later on. Okay.
When they would fight with their partners after they had done pegging, they would throw it in their faces and make their partner feel some kind of way about it. And for me, that's disgusting to me.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I don't roll like that. What we do in the privacy of our home is what we do. And if that's what gets you off and what gets me off, what's the problem?
Right.
But there are a couple of other things. Being confident about it and also not being squeamish. Not being squeamish. Now, there is prep to be involved when you are going to be doing any kind of play, specifically anal play. You need to make sure you're clean. Sometimes enemas are great. Making sure you're hydrated, all these kinds of things, not anything that's filled with corn is wonderful.
Yes.
There is
It's true.
preparation, but confidence is key. Confidence in knowing that your partner entrusts you and you entrust your partner to guide you and let you be safe. But that's what I got for pegging right now. I would love to get deeper into this, and I think this could be brought up later, especially in Kinktober.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
we're gonna
so.
have to definitely, because I still have all these questions, and I started taking my notes, but I'm gonna have to come back to this. So I think we need to have like a whole nother session to go deeper into this, because I just learned what it was. I just learned a word not that long
pegging?
ago. Yeah, I would say 2 years ago, I had never heard that term in my life. So this is like a whole new topic of discussion for me. So I want to hear more.
All right, so maybe we'll continue this maybe next week if we have a chance, huh? We need everybody that's listens out there to stay safe and play safe. By now we're Brown Sugar Confessions. We're out of time. But we will see you next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Don't forget YouTube, Facebook, and all that stuff. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye for now, guys.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram page at Brown Sugar Confessions to like, share, and follow. Stay safe and play safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.